this is Monica Denise and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what to do if you're stuck in your novel. The reason is I sent this off to some beta readers and I sent them everything except the last chapter. And I realized that I had gotten stuck. So in the midst of trying to figure out how to get unstuck, I went ahead and I did some research and I figured I would go ahead and share that with you today in case anyone else needed to get unstuck. And in the process, I found some very interesting suggestions. So I thought I would share about 10 of them with you today. So my first point, it said to start journaling because it might be something personal that's blocking you from figuring out how to end the story. I found that usually when I feel stuck, it's usually in the middle of the story or at the end of the story. Like maybe I'm going back and forth as to figuring out how to end it. And that's what happened here. That's why I sent her everything except the last chapter, because I kept going back and forth as to how the story should end. So anyways, the first point, it just said to start journaling because it may be something personal that's keeping you from feeling blocked. And once you start journaling, you might be able to figure that out. It might trigger something. And then you can be able to move on. And the second point, I wrote this down because I thought it was kind of funny. It said, figure out why your story isn't working. Okay, well, if I could figure that out, then I wouldn't be stuck. But, yeah. Okay, on to point number 3. Check the outline again. Now, I can see the value in this because when you check your outline, which is, I have mine on an Excel spreadsheet. So it might trigger something and you might identify some plot holes. And then that might help you to find your way out or how to end it, or, you know, if you're in the middle, to figure out how to move on from that. And then number 4, write the end. So I am not quite sure of what writing the end will do, except maybe it will trigger something. I don't know. And then the next point, it said to kill off one of your characters. Well, I have already done that. One of the main characters has already died, and I don't want to kill anybody else. So that's not going to work for me. And then the next point was to create more intrigue. Now that might be a good one. That might be something that I could use, but I would have to think about that and figure out how to create more intrigue. And then the next point, it says list the changes that you want to see. Now I think this is a good one. Because if they started out one way and you're hoping that they'll make some kind of a change, then that could possibly be a really good way to end the story, showing how this person actually went through the transformation and making the change that they need to make. And then the next point is to resolve some sort of problem. Now I can see the value in this if you have not resolved every problem that you need to be resolved. Then maybe you can create another problem and resolve that. And then the next point, I really like this one. It says to advance the plot forward a year or maybe 2 years from now. And I can see the value in that because you can show what happened 2 years or a year from now, or even 5 years from now, 5 years later. I seen this happen in, if you watch The 100, they advanced the plot towards the end quite a bit. I think they did it like a couple of times. So, and I don't want to give anything away. Spoiler alert, so I don't want to give anything away. But yeah, if you haven't watched The 100, it's really good. It's on Netflix. And it's really good. It only gets better and better. My research showed that you can do writing exercises. And for this point, I have several writing books where I normally take my writing exercises from. So this one is called 90 Days to Your Novel. And I have started this before, and the exercises are very easy and quick. And then by the time you're done, you will have an outline for your book. This is another one. I got it from the Half Price Bookstore. And this is called The Right Stuff, 500 Prompts to Jumpstart Your Writing. And this is very good. I like writing prompt journals. So yeah, I have a few of these. And then this is just something that I bought at Target. It's 300 writing prompts. It was inexpensive. It was only like $5. Yeah, so I only have a few entries in there, but that's another good one. And this one is called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. This is a seminal book on the subject of creativity. And it's very interesting, and she's coming from a very different point of view. But anyways, I got this from the Half Price Bookstore. The points that I am going to go with so that I can finally finish this and write the ending. List the changes that I want to see, and I am going to advance the plot forward. And then I may even do a couple of writing exercises so that I can see if anything triggers me. And then another thing I might do is take a look at the outline again. So I reference it pretty heavily during the writing process, but it's always a good idea to take another look at it. So this is real life. These are some ideas that I had for being stuck. They can either be used in the middle or at the end of the book. And I hope these have been a help to someone. I mean, it's not an exhaustive list, but hopefully it was enough to kind of get you thinking. And just remember that if you're not satisfied with the way things are going, you can always reinvent yourself. You can always reposition yourself and repurpose your dream. It's never too late to make something happen. Until next time, take care and be well. Bye.